some technical difficulties tonight, so sorry for the delay, but welcome to the event. We are so excited to have everyone here. We got a great panel lined up for you guys tonight. We want to share a little bit more about Plexus. I know you guys have heard all the stories, you've seen everything on Facebook, your friends have talked about it, and you're thinking, there is no way that these products can do this much, change lives this phenomenally. But I'm here to tell you, you're going to hear some amazing testimonies tonight, and it's going to change your mind. So first of all, before we get started, I want to read a disclaimer. The opportunity of a lifetime is brought to you by independent Plexus ambassadors and is not sponsored by Plexus Worldwide. At Plexus Worldwide, we want you to know the results you're about to hear may vary from person to person, and we do not claim to cure, treat, or prevent any disease. So that's the disclaimer for tonight. All right, so let's get started. Okay, what about me? I have been on a health journey for quite a while. I never really had any sort of crazy health, situations, or at least I didn't think so. But just imagine this. So imagine those shoe boxes, those plastic shoe boxes, and it's piled high with supplements, with bottles and herbs and pills and all this kind of stuff. Okay, and then imagine a piece of paper in your cabinet that had breakfast, lunch, dinner, and bedtime. And it had, your little, what you had to take when. That was me. I had that taped to my cabinet, and every breakfast, lunch, and dinner and bedtime, I had to look. So finally, I got tired of that. And I actually went out and searched for those big pill boxes, your grandmother has. It's got the days of the week, and it's got like 4 different trays for the different times of the day. So yeah, that was me. That was my daily routine. I knew the value of supplements. I knew, that our bodies don't make a lot of things, and our food is so depleted. Even the soil that the food is grown in is so depleted of minerals and things that we really need for our bodies to work properly. But so I knew the value of supplements, but nothing changed with all those supplements in my life except for I had peace of mind. That was about the only thing that changed. So my surprise when I stopped those supplements and I started 3 little products. What our favorite products we call at Plexus is our triplex combo. I started the triplex combo and saw results that I never dreamt possible. First of all, I noticed energy, and this mama of 6 needs energy, right? Who doesn't? We have an energy crisis, y'all, in our country. So I noticed energy right away. I noticed that horrible sugar cravings, they were gone. I noticed, a lot of digestive issues that I had suffered with for so long, that started to go away. I had some serious skin issues with my hand. I went to doctors and had all kinds of creams and different things like that, and nothing ever worked. Well, that started getting better. And after 4 months, it was completely gone, and it's been gone for over 2 years. Then I had seasonal allergies. Actually, they weren't even seasonal. It was year round. I was on medication for that and had been on it for years and years. So we had all these different things that I noticed that were happening to me, that were going away, that were getting better, So I was just amazed, and I was like, what is in this stuff? So I started doing a little research, and you're going to think, well, why didn't you do research before? Well, a girl that I had trusted very much so with herbs and supplements and things like that, she had posted about this little pink drink, and I knew, I was like, if this girl, she's a purist. I mean, absolutely. She doesn't eat anything junky. And I was like, if she can promote this product, it's got to be clean. Because you guys, I have looked at other supplement companies before. I saw things like sucralose, and I was like, no way. Sucralose is junk. And I saw things like artificial ingredients right on the package. I'm like, who wants to take a supplement that says artificial ingredients on the package? No, thank you. So, and different things like, synthetic caffeine, artificial colors and dyes and all that kind of stuff. So I had never really found a supplement company, like the companies that are out there that you're probably thinking of, that kind of passed the bar for me. And so when I heard about Plexus, I just kind of jumped in. I was like, these products are good. if this girl can post about it, they're good. So I started researching about why these products are working on me so effectively when nothing else did. So that's when I found the beauty of blood sugar balance and the beauty of gut health. And that's what the Triplex combo, and I'm looking at it because it's right here on my dresser. But that's the beauty of these products, is they address blood sugar and they address gut health. And you guys, I was the one that was like, blood sugar, that's only applicable to diabetics. I mean, really, that's the extent of blood sugar knowledge that I had. I had no idea blood sugar was pretty much the master controller hormone of your body, controls hormones, thyroid, adrenals, so much, even like inflammation and things in your body. Blood sugar has so much to do with your body. And then gut health is huge. 80% of your immune system is in your gut health. Your happy hormone is mostly produced in your gut health, in your gut. And then also your sleep hormone. So your gut is responsible for so much. So that's why these products started changing lives. And we're here to share some amazing testimonies tonight of the products. And first up, we have Miss Trinity Bateman. You guys, her testimony, you're not going to believe it. It's amazing. So Trinity, I'm going to let you take it away and tell everybody your story.
Hi. So my name is Trinity, and I've been on Plexus products for about a year now. And just to go back and tell a little bit of my backstory, my husband and I were married in 1999, and we tried to start a family, and we were unable to start a family. So we went to the doctor, and I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome, or PCOS. And along with that came insulin resistance, hormone imbalance, irregular menstrual cycles, the whole gambit. So we had a very difficult time, and we're going to have a difficult time trying to get pregnant. But I did everything the doctors recommended. We tried every fertility medication, everything that we could try for over 12 years, and we were unsuccessful in ever achieving conception. We never got pregnant. And so then in 2013, we were really, because of my age and it had been so long, we were fasting and praying, and God opened the door, and we had, I went and got tested, and the doctor said the only way they could help me was in vitro fertilization. That was the only way they could help me get pregnant. And so we went forward with that, and we were very lucky. Insurance covered it, and we were very blessed to have our son Asher. And so then a year later, we were still looking. We weren't really finished having our family yet. We wanted to still have more children if it was possible, but in vitro wasn't going to be an option for us anymore because of the financial burden and everything. And so we kind of had our one shot at that, and so thankful that it worked and we have Asher, but that wasn't an option anymore. So in 2016, my best friend from high school started posting about Plexus, and I had seen her share some things, and I started getting kind of interested. But there was one particular post that she posted in a year ago that was about another woman that had the same issues that I did with the PCOS and the infertility and the hormone imbalance and everything else. And she had been on Plexus and she was pregnant. So I thought, we tried everything else. I knew she wouldn't post about something that wasn't good and wasn't helpful. So I thought, why not try it? So I ordered the Triplex in January, which is the Slim, the BioCleanse, and the ProBio 5. Started taking it immediately, and started losing weight, started feeling better, started having more energy. I started having regular cycles without any type of other help or medication. And so everything was going along great. And then I started noticing that I hadn't had a cycle for a month or so. And so I took a pregnancy test in April. And after all those years, after 15 years, taking Plexus for 3 months, I found out I was pregnant. So I was just amazed. Like I said, I had tried everything, 12 plus years of taking every medication, doing everything the doctor suggested, and we were never successful. And I really believe that taking this medication and getting my hormones balanced and getting everything regular, it helped me achieve pregnancy. And I'm just so thankful for Plexus.
Absolutely. That's amazing. I just love your story, Trinity. And you're right. It's so funny because some people think, well, Plexus must be magic. and it's not. That's the thing. It's not that Plexus fixed Trinity. It's the Plexus allowed Trinity's body to work like it should. And it did that by balancing her blood sugar and by addressing her gut health. And you guys, if you've done any sort of research, there is a huge correlation between PCOS and blood sugar balance. So that is just what I love. And that just gives me chills every time I hear her story. And I remember I saw you in May right after you were pregnant with, and I don't think you guys had really announced it yet, but y'all were so excited. You were like whispering, guess what? So it was so much fun. I just love it. And you're not the only person that I've heard those kinds of stories from. And that just warms my heart to no end. So the one thing though, here is Trinity was consistent. We talked about that the other night when we were talking, and that's one thing you have to do with these products. You have to be consistent. It's kind of like if you want to lose 20 pounds, you can't eat a salad or eat a healthy meal once a week and complain when you don't lose weight, right? Same thing with these products. You have to take them every day. But y'all, it's so easy. So I'm going to here's the Slim. It's just a bag like this. And you've got little sticks, little packets like this. You got 30 of them in a bag. You just shake it up. You pour it in some water, pour it in a water bottle in the mornings. You shake it up and you drink it. Tastes like cherry Tootsie Roll kind of to me. And I don't even like fruity drinks. Like I don't like fruit punch and stuff like that. No, but I love the taste of Slim. So it helps you lose weight in inches by burning fat and not muscle. So if you're taking this product and you want to lose weight, you need to measure. Get rid of the scales, measure yourself when you start. Also, it helps to keep blood sugar, cholesterol, and lipids at healthy levels. And my husband has an amazing testimony. He was at the point in his life to where his blood pressure, triglycerides, and cholesterol he was borderline medication. And within just a few months, the triplex combo brought his numbers down drastically. His triglycerides dropped 181 points. So just to give you an idea. So this helps you keep that under control. This also helps you increase your willpower over food. And for me, it helped those sugar cravings. Even though I was the organic chocolate over here, I had the Mountain Dew over here. I just couldn't break that addiction. But by the third day of the Slim, I didn't want that anymore. I was like, no, I can pass. So it just helped me to make better choices. I was actually craving like healthier foods. It's kind of bizarre, but it's true. All right, and then it helps you to reduce binge eating. And so, and the things that are in this, they're natural, they're plant-based. Then a cup of decaf coffee of caffeine. So if decaf coffee does have caffeine, so that's how much caffeine is in here. Actually, third-party tests have shown it's not even detectable. So, but they put it on here just to be safe. And so it's sweetened with stevia, which is a plant, which is so awesome, you guys. If you're going to have a sweetener, you don't want sucralose, you don't want Splenda, you certainly don't want aspartame. You want stevia. So it's sweetened with stevia, only the best ingredients. And the color comes from beetroot extract. So that's a little bit about Slim. And if you have blood sugar issues, if your blood sugar is too high or too low, this is the product that you need to start with. It's going to rock your world. I'm hearing some great results from a close family member. He's getting great results with his blood sugar issues in just a few days. So I'm really excited about that. So we've got a couple other products, but before we get started on those two, to finish out the triplex, I want to let Tabitha tell us her story. She's got an amazing story. Everybody on tonight has an amazing story. So Tabitha, I'm going to let you take it away and tell us your story. Oh, wait. You're muted. You're muted.
I guess it would help if I unmuted myself.
Yes.
I just wanted to tell everybody thanks for taking time to watch this. And speaking of time, I watched Jennifer post for I think 8 months and stalked her posts and did my research and finally was able to order and start on the triplex, and that was a year ago this month. And my only regret is that I didn't start earlier. So a little bit about my history before that. I had thyroid problems. I was hypothyroid, had to have a partial thyroidectomy. In 2007, I had breast cancer and ended up having a double mastectomy. And the chemo treatments that I had to take while it did its job, killing off the cancer, it also did a number on the rest of my body and especially my gut. It killed, all the good stuff that you're supposed to have that fights off the bad stuff. I had none of that left. I was so extremely tired all the time. Even when I didn't do anything, I did not feel like doing anything. And I couldn't think, couldn't concentrate. I felt like I was just living in a fog. Everybody kept telling me at first that I would bounce back from that. It was just still the chemo that I hadn't, got over that. But after time went on, that was never going away. And my doctors pretty much just told me that I was going to have to learn to live with it, and had sent me to several different specialists because I was still hurting just like when I was having chemo. My whole body, I just had a lot of pain that like was there for no reason. So they kind of put me in a category that I feel like is getting more and more popular. And in my mind, I think that's just a category that they tell you that you've got such and such. It starts with an F, an ugly word. But I feel like they put you in that category when they really truly don't know what's going on with you. So I was diagnosed with that by, several different doctors, and then was told, you're just going to have to live with it. This is what your life is going to be like. And I thought, I am 36 years old. This cannot be right. This cannot be right. So I started just doing my own research, and I started looking for holistic ways because I knew there had to be a better way. I was on all like a plethora of prescription medications, and they maybe helped mask some of my symptoms, but not even so much that. I really didn't get a lot of relief at all. I feel like once they put me on one thing, like another problem started, and it just kind of went on and on. It was just like a ripple effect. Nothing was getting better. So I knew there was a better way. So I sought out some help from a very highly sought after place in Atlanta who I really do have a lot of respect for, but it was extremely expensive. It was they were holistic doctors, and they put me on lots of supplements, tons and tons of supplements, and a whole lot of yucky stuff to drink. And my list of things I could eat was like so short. I remember standing in the grocery store after they did my food allergy tests, and I had like just very few things I could eat. And I remember just crying in the grocery store because I thought, what am I supposed to eat? And all my friends and family thought I was crazy for, going on my little list, but I was just so ready to feel better. But even after months of that and spending way too much money on that, I still didn't have help. So I just kind of gave up. And then I started seeing Jennifer's posts. And so when I finally was able to, I guess, bite the bullet and try, after trying so many things, you kind of get a little weary about trying something else, thinking nothing has worked so far. But I did, and I started on Triplex, which is the Probio 5, the Slim, and the Bio Cleanse. And that's where I started, and that's, I believe, like pretty much everybody on the face of the planet needs those products. And within a week, my energy started coming up, but it took probably 4 to 5 weeks before I really started feeling it. But I would every week I could tell a little bit more and a little bit more that things were starting to progress, and that I was finally starting to feel better. And after about 6 weeks, it was just, I was just getting so excited because I was finally getting some relief. And before, I had been told, you know, just exercise. That's good for what you have. That's good. But when you, it's so hard to understand for people that don't have that problem. But when you're hurting all over and you try to exercise, then it just doesn't work out. I would be laid up in a recliner for days, not like sore muscles, just like an excruciating pain. So that didn't work for me. But after I started these products, I got where I could exercise. I wanted to exercise. I felt like exercising, and it was amazing. But shortly after I started the triplex, I started on X Factor, and it's a multivitamin with aloe, and I absolutely love it. And I think that helps with my energy. I can tell on days if I skip that. I don't skip my triplex ever, but sometimes I'm bad about just forgetting to take it later because I usually take it mid-morning. But I also added in Mega X, and it is a non-fishy because it's plant-based. Omega has a wide range of omegas, and I can tell a big difference in my joint pain when I'm taking that. And also, I take Ease, and that has tremendously helped my joint pain. I do take, I'm a Plexus loving gal. I do take Block now because sometimes I do eat not so great things, having 3 kids and being on the run all the time. And I take Accelerator because it makes me happy. It has HTP in it, and it really, seriously, that sounds a little crazy, but it makes me happy. It makes me be in a better mood because I was depressed a lot before. Um, Even if I don't have my accelerator, I don't normally feel like that. And I think all of that links back to your gut. I think that all of my issues linked back to my gut. And recently, I've started using the Ease cream. You can actually get those in a little combo, but I've got a bad knee that likes to give me trouble, and I just rub that on my knee, and it gives me so much relief. I didn't use that for a long time. I would just buy the Ease supplements, but once my knee started getting that bad, I finally sucked it up and thought, well, I'll give that a try. Everybody says it's good, and it really works better than anything that I've tried. I've got a prescription that's got even lidocaine in it in my cabinet that I'd had for my shoulder before from an injury, and it does not touch what this Ease cream does. So anyway, I knew there was a better way. I wish I would have tried earlier and got some extra months back, but I'm so thankful that I finally gave it a try, and I never ever want to be without my products. A few times I've let myself run out for a few days, and I can tell every single time. So I know they're working, and I love it, and I'm always going to be a Plexus gal. Thank you, Jennifer.
I love it. I love it. Thank you. Okay, so Tabitha talked about a couple of things. She talked about X Factor and Mega X and Ease, which are amazing products. But first, before we get into that, I want to start back and finish out the triplex because that is so important. About Slim, we talked about the blood sugar balance, and so Tabitha mentioned a lot of things about gut health, and gut health, you guys, is so important. So many things. If you'll just get on Google and say gut health and then just whatever issue that you're dealing with, you're going to be floored. I mean, there's a list, like a tiny list, probably like this long, of things that gut health is responsible for. It's so important. So why is Plexus so superior to anything else out there for your gut? Because I was on a great probiotic. It was supposedly this great, bazillion CFU refrigerated probiotic that was so expensive, but I didn't get results until I started this probiotic. And so this is Plexus Probio 5. And so not only does it give you the good bacteria that your body needs, it also has enzymes and antifungals in it that you want. So what enzymes and antifungals do they actually break down and kill the bad bacteria and the bad things that are in your gut. So that's what you want. If you don't have, it's great to have a good probiotic, but if you don't have enzymes and antifungals, you guys, all you're doing is just giving, you're giving good stuff in there, but it's not getting rid of the bad stuff that's already there. So you need this probiotic. Now, the next thing in the triplex is BioCleanse. And a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, BioCleanse, they're thinking like cleanse, like you hear from maybe some other companies, like a 10-day cleanse or something like that. You guys, this is not like that at all. This is a very gentle cleanse. I love it. It's one of my favorite products because something I've struggled with ever since I was a little girl was constipation. And I know we don't want to talk about things like that, but so many people actually suffer with that. And then actually on the other spectrum, so many people suffer with going too much to the restroom. So BioCleanse, it helps give your body what it needs for your gut to work properly. It helps to oxygenate the body, which is so, so important. It also helps, it cleanses the gastrointestinal tract. It helps to energize the body, which I love, and it supports collagen production. Hello, great skin. So this is such an important thing. Bio 5, it kind of, they like to say, it kind of comes in and it scrubs everything and it kills the toxins and the things that you don't want in your body. And then the BioCleanse comes along and just flushes it out of your system, which is so important. And it's rich in magnesium. And if you'll get on Google and look at magnesium deficiency, 80% of Americans are deficient in magnesium. And this has magnesium in it. And it's not just any sort of magnesium. It's a special magnesium compound. Again, everything that Plexus offers is something unique that you can't get anywhere else. That's why our products are so effective. That's why they're so amazing. That's why the X Factor that Tabitha was talking about, our multivitamin, it's a multivitamin, yes, but it's got a patented aloe blend, and that helps your body absorb the vitamins and nutrients and minerals times more than just taking a regular vitamin with water. Now, if I'm going to take a vitamin, I sure want my body to be sucking that vitamin in, right? So that's what the X Factor does. And then the Mega X, we all need omegas. Our body doesn't make it, but our Mega X is the only plant-based omega in the world. So no nasty fishy burps, and you get omega 3, 6, 9, 5, and 7, so you get a complete range. And when I started Mega X, I noticed my stress level, which that's a benefit of Mega X. So my stress level went way down. It just really helps me to manage. So I love that. Now, okay, so one thing that Tabitha mentioned in her testimony was that it took her 6 weeks to notice a lot of changes, and that's what I want to, I always tell people, you guys, this is not magic. We're not putting Band-Aids on things. Imagine a tree, a big giant tree, and it's huge, it's round, and then imagine like if you could see underneath the ground. Are you going to see like 2 little roots right here? No. You're going to see a multitude of roots, and you're going to see them out, and they're going to be everywhere, and they're going to be going deep, and they're just growing, huge. So that is the way our body works. We have all these root issues, and so Plexus is going down, and it's getting in those root issues. And you guys, that's not going to happen overnight. So this is not a quick fix. If you're looking for a quick fix, this Plexus is not going to be what you want, because the root of the problem, and actually helps your body to work like it should. It doesn't make it do something it's not supposed to do, which is what synthetic chemicals do. They force your body. So, so you want to give this at least 60 days to get in your system and to let your body start balancing like it should. So I love that. We've talked about consistency, and we've talked about time, giving it at least 60 to 90 days for you to get the results that you want to see. So, okay. Next up, we're going to hear another amazing story. We're going to let Miss Belinda Sullard, she's going to give us her story. It's amazing. So Belinda, let's hear it from you.
Hey, so it's hard to follow up with you guys. I would say so many of the same things were true for me in that I tried. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. Sorry. So anyway, I will follow up, same amazing things. I tried many probiotics, and I was using some expensive probiotics myself. Nothing came close to working the way this probiotic has. I tried many multivitamins. I'll back up. So first, I have 8 kids, and with that, comes a lot of depletion. But the truth is, it doesn't matter if you necessarily have 8 kids, if you have 2 kids, really, even if you have no kids. We've all gone through things in our life that cause stress, that cause damage, antibiotics, so many things, toxins, and different things in our life have depleted our bodies. So for me, it was the 8 children that did that rather rapidly, and we had 2 sets of twins. So after that, a lot of things started happening that similar to some of you guys, just the brain fog. There were times when I couldn't remember my children's names. It's not like I would call them a different name, but I would look at them and I just couldn't think of it. So I had requested to be tested for early dementia. I had a lot of family members in my family that have mental health issues and that have had Alzheimer's. And I'll follow up with that in a minute. But my teeth were falling out, my hair was falling out. It was crazy, and it ended the bottom. The low was when our last baby we lost at 21 weeks. And so I knew that my body was depleted, but probably for 2 to 3 years, I was trying. I was going to doctors, I was going to chiropractors, I was seeing a doctor in Atlanta that cost a lot of money and came home with a lot of supplements. And my husband was like, we just cannot keep doing this. And I said, well, I have to do something, or you can just take me and admit me to some hospital somewhere and they can just take care of me, because I can't keep doing this any longer. I am ineffective in all areas of my life. So I was in a Bible study with Jennifer, and actually I was in the Bible study for years, and then we moved away. And while I was gone, some of the ladies that were there when I was there, and then Jennifer joined after I left. But anyway, they would share about things that I was going through and different struggles and health issues and so forth. So when I first met Jennifer, she was like, oh, I've prayed for you for so long. And I was like, oh gosh, but it was true. There was always something to pray about. But anyway, she shared, she said, well, we got to know each other a little bit, but then she shared with me about these supplements that she was taking that she thought that they were really working, because she knew all the stuff that I had tried, like so many of us. And I was like, whatever, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep on until I find something that helps. And I noticed some small changes right away. I noticed that I had more energy. I literally would take a morning nap. I'd wake everybody up, try to do a little school. Then I would take a nap for about an hour, get up, do a little more school, do lunch, then take a long nap, and then go to bed about 8 at night. I just was always tired. So I noticed that got better, little changes, but it honestly took me 6 months. And during that 6 months, some things got worse. Like I had hip pain, and that hip pain got so bad during the time that I was taking Plexus that I actually was trying to schedule hip replacement surgery. I had all the tests done, and they said, this is what you're going to have done. And that got a lot worse during that time. But at about 6 months, it's like everything really just started clicking. And my doctor at one point told me that when you're in a bad health place, when you're bad physically, you're like a train moving in going fast in the wrong direction. It's going to take a while to slow the train down, stop the train, and then you got to start going back in the other direction. So I felt like all along the train was slowing down. And then about 6 months for me is when it stopped. And then I started going back in the other direction. And it has been accelerating faster and faster and faster the whole entire time. It's amazing. Like so many of you too. So as Jennifer said, it's not magic, and I share with people and they just kind of roll their eyes like it's just too good to be true. But it's not. Plexus has formulated these products in such a unique and amazing way that they really do get to the root of the issue for you, for your body, and they help your body heal, and they help your body do what it's supposed to do and the way God created it to do. And reverse all the damaging effects from whatever it is in your life that has caused the damage. And like Jennifer said, there's if you're looking for a quick fix, well, the truth is there is no quick fix. There is not a quick fix. There's an endless amount of supplements and prescriptions that you can take that are going to cover up your symptom. You might not have that eczema as bad, but you're not taking care of, well, I probably shouldn't say that word. But anyway, you're not taking care of the issue. You're not taking care of what's causing whatever your issue is. So anyway, that's kind of my story in a nutshell.
Thank you. That was good. And it was so funny because that's what we talked about was when I met Belinda. I was like, I've been praying for you for so long. Because we had, I mean, it was just true. Belinda's, every time I'd go to Bible study, pray for Belinda. She's sick with this, and pray for Belinda. So it's just so great. And it's actually, it was so great because a few weeks ago when we went to the coffee shop with a friend that had known you for Bible study, and she was talking about what a tremendous change that she had seen in your health over the last year. And so it was just great to hear that from her, like kind of a third party validation, what we already knew, but someone else, from the outside in was observing that. So it was great. So thank you for your story. All right. So next up, we've got Miss Sarah Lynn. I met Miss Sarah a couple weeks ago. I've been for a while, but we actually got to meet a few weeks ago, and her story is absolutely phenomenal. So I'm going to let her share her story. So Miss Sarah, you can take it away. Oh, wait, I think you're muted. I can't hear you. Can you unmute yourself?
Did I do it?
There we go. Okay.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Okay. Well, I first of all, just to get this out of the way, is I want to first of all want to say that I will be eternally grateful to my daughter-in-law Julie Courtwright. She's the one that I would say encouraged me, but that's not exactly what happened. She actually just really pushed me, saying, "Please, Mom, please try the ease because of your pain." I was actually born with scoliosis, but with my old age, I was born with scoliosis. So my mother wanted to put, the doctors wanted to put me in a body cast at a very early age, before 5 years old, but my mother just could not see doing that to a little one. So in my early teens, I started getting migraines and chiropractors and on and on. I'm still believe in chiropractors and all of that. But she says, "Mom, just do the pink drink and the ease." And so I did, and I was shocked because I was extremely skeptical that it would work. And because I would take over-the-counter medication, and what this did for me was it took me like 3-4 days before I realized I was not taking any over-the-counter medication. Because I don't go through my life pain-free. I'm not pain-free. The last 2 days have been very difficult. But it doesn't just ease the pain in the joints and back and whatnot, but it's like it gives me a clarity in my mind. I like relax. I can go through the day with more awareness, not just overwhelmed with the pain. And that's probably been the most amazing thing for me. Introduced with the ease now. I'm taking the nerve and the ease together 3 to 4 times a day. And if last 2 days have been very difficult with pain, and I take an extra. I don't know if you're supposed to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. Is I take another slim drink with the ease and the nerve pill, and I do it 3 times a day, but do the slim drink twice, morning and then early evening, 5 or 6 o'clock. It does not affect any of my sleeping problems at all, or doesn't stop me from sleeping. That was the other thing that this these products have done for me is I've lived with difficulty sleeping for the past 5 years due to menopause. And the menopause or the sleeping, I was taking Benadryl, and I've been doing it for several years now. And I'm here to tell you that if I got woke up during the night, I could not go back to sleep even with Benadryl. And now when I get woke up during the night, take care of my dad or something like that, I can go right back to sleep. And that's because of the E's. I believe it's because of the omegas. I believe it's for the probiotic. And I'm like the first lady that, I don't know her name, but the one that was talking when I finally logged on. I could sit here and show you all the same products she was popping up there. I think all of them have just been, it's been remarkable to see the value, just a difference in my life since I've started it. And I will be eternally grateful to Julie for taking the chance on the product. And so my motto isn't that I love Plexus. My motto is Plexus loves me. And that's it.
That is great. I love that. I love your motto.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Sarah Lynn. That was amazing. I appreciate your story. It is so powerful because your pain was significant, you know, and, you know, Plexus has helped give you a different quality, you know, a better quality of life. And so that's just so amazing. I love it. Thank you so much. Well, I'm so thankful for everyone's testimonies tonight. They have been phenomenal. So I know you guys are out there thinking, okay, you know, maybe this could work for me, because you're thinking, what if, right? What if this could work for me like it's worked for these people and so many others that I know? So how in the world do you get Plexus? So Plexus, the way you get it is you reach out to the ambassador that invited you, and there are 3 different ways to get Plexus. 2 of those ways are customer based, and then the third option is for you to get it at wholesale price, just like most of you probably have a Sam's membership or Costco, something like that, to where you pay a fee for a year to get the cheapest prices, right? So let's talk about the customer options first. Number 1, you have the retail customer price point. We don't really recommend that because he likes to pay the highest price. I'm the salesperson over here. I would love to, you know, if it's on sale, that's what I want, or on clearance, even better. But so that's the why I love preferred customer. So preferred customer is cheaper up front. You're not going to commit to any sort of, you know, 30 or 60 or 90 day like commitment or anything like that. It's just simply you're clicking a button and you get a cheaper price. Now, what it is though, it is a monthly auto shipment, but that should not freak you out because number 1, we have already talked about you want to do these products for at least 60 days. So you do want an auto shipment to come to you. But second of all, you have complete control over your auto shipment. You have a username, a password. So you have your own private account. You can manage what you get when you get it. So it's just, and there's no penalty if you cancel or if you delete your, you know, auto shipment order and don't let it come to you. But the great thing about being preferred is you save money up front. After 3 auto shipments come to you, on that 4th auto shipment, you actually get an extra 10% discount. So that brings your price point way down. So I love preferred customer option. Now, for those of you that are thinking, okay, I'm going to order for me and my mom or me and my dad or my, you know, my spouse or, you know, whatever. Or maybe you're thinking, I want to look at this and think about, you know, maybe becoming an ambassador and sharing. You guys, I never would have imagined myself here. I am not the, you know, salesperson or anything like that, but I love to share. Don't we all? We all love to share our favorite lipstick, our favorite restaurant, our favorite, you know, pair of jeans or whatever. So this is no different than sharing. And you guys, what if we had not, what if these ladies that you heard tonight, these people are all on our team. They're all on my team. And that's all network marketing is one person tries it and they're like, oh my goodness, this was amazing. I'm going to tell my friend. And then they go tell their friend. So it's just word of mouth. Plexus pays us to be the advertiser. So maybe you're thinking, you know what? I could use $100 a month. I could use $500 a month. Use $1,000 a month. Right? I mean, the sky's the limit, you know, but so maybe you're thinking that. So you can actually pay $34.95. It's way cheaper than Sam's or Costco. And you can be become a member of Plexus, and you join Plexus for a year. Now, what that gets you is it gets you the cheapest price on all the products. It also gets you a replicated website. It's ready, it's set up, ready to go when you join. You don't have to share it. You're not under any obligation to share it, but it's there if you want to share it. Now, the great thing that I love about Plexus is inventory, you guys. That bag of Slim that I showed you and that Probio 5 and BioCleanse, the Triplex, those are my products that I take every day. So I don't have inventory to keep. I don't have quotas that I have to meet. Plexus is not calling me and saying, oh, you have to have so much. If you've been in network marketing before, some of you, know you have to sell so much to make your check this month. I mean, no. We don't have to do parties. We're not a party company. This is just optional for us to share with you guys tonight. We don't have to meet up and deliver. You order, go to the website, Plexus ships it straight to you. So it's just like Amazon. We don't have to do any of that, guys. It is literally the best thing ever. I'm so in love with it. So, and the business potential is absolutely amazing. I'll post an income disclosure statement from Plexus in the group in just a little while, but the average salary for a senior Ruby ambassador, which is what I am, I think is a little over $51,000 a year. And you guys, that's phenomenal. This is so much fun. We do this, in our spare time. Yes, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but we homeschool. We have 6 kids. I don't have a lot of time, so I fit this in the nooks and crannies of my day. And you guys that work full-time, you can fit this in the nooks and crannies of your day too. There's been lots of mamas out there, lots of daddies out there that have been successful and have been able to retire early. They've been able to leave their jobs, or they've been able to go part-time because they love their job so much. So this can just truly be whatever it is that you make of it. So whether or not you want to be a customer or an ambassador, just get with the person that invited you to this tonight, and you guys can figure out what works best for you. And even if you do want to get the products at cheapest price, you can do that without sharing. Now, we love for people to share, but we are not going to beat you over the head. We know that's not for everyone, but sick and tired, you guys. Everybody's feeling bad. Everybody has issues, and everybody just kind of thinks it's normal to feel bad all the time and to pop pills and prescriptions all day long. And it's not. You don't have to live like that. And so that's why I love the hashtag Hope Dealers, because I feel like that's what we are here at Plexus. So anyway, just get with the person that invited you to this event tonight. And if you have any questions, just ask them and they'll be happy to get you set up. So I want to thank you all for coming. Appreciate it. Sorry we had some difficulties at the beginning, but hopefully we got everything worked out. So thank you guys and have a great night.